You were anointed to get through this struggle. The struggle that you faced oh so recently. You were anointed to get through this. You've had people in your life who were willing to watch you suffer and have no compassion on you. They didn't care. They didn't sympathize with you. There were so many times that they could have came and blessed you in every way. Matter of fact, the Lord even gave them the unction to do so. But that wasn't their first priority. They didn't understand that you only needed one word, but that one word came from the Lord. You were anointed to get through all of the trials and tribulations that you went through. See, you struggled so much, but you was anointed for it. It only made you stronger. Why do you think that you're the person that you are today? Why do you think that every time you go through something, you're able to get out of it? You are anointed for it. So all of these folks you've been dealing with that have been not even paying you any mind, ignoring you, they rejected you time after time. There was no given reason for them to do so. But it was something about this struggle, this suffering that you faced, that's getting you to this next breakthrough, this next level. It's a new level of faith that God is trying to put you at so you can get to where you've been trying to go. It's a new level of faith. Many of you guys don't even understand why you had to struggle so much. Why did you have to go through so much intense suffering? Why? You don't understand, but God has a reason. There's a reason for everything. And when I tell you, my child, God won't put no more in you than you can bear. Some people agree with that saying and some people don't, but that's the truth. He's not going to put so much on you that you can't even get through it to where you're willing to give up. He's not going to do that to you, my child. He's not about to do that. He's going to make sure that you are able to succeed in everything that he puts in front of you. And all those naysayers who didn't care about what you went through, they say you deserved it. Many of them said you deserved what you were going through. And even if they went through that, they wouldn't wish that on their worst enemies if they were in the situations that you were in. But they're not in your situation, so therefore they say to themselves, you deserved it. And that's how petty the people around you have been. And I know that's been tough, baby. That's tough. That's a tough way to be. That's a tough situation to be in. But see, this is why God says he never leave you nor forsake you. This is why he's always been able to be there for you. Because when those folks weren't around you, he was able to speak to you and you would hear him. He was able to pull you along and give you a word to lift you up. The Holy Spirit was able to unction you, to give you those downloads, the anointing. See, when you step out this time, the way that God is about to do you in this season, people ain't gonna know what happened because they felt like they left you at the bottom. They say you the scum of the earth, but God says you're the queen or the king of the earth. You're my king, you're my queen, and I'm raising you up. They say you the scum of the earth, but God says you are the earth. You are a part of the divine who created the earth. This is why you've been anointed for this time, because you're going to raise so many people up. You're going to bless so many people. You're going to lift them up so good, and they're going to know exactly who God is. And even your enemies will begin to worship the Lord on your behalf because you never gave up. They looked at you and said you were the black sheep. But no matter what, God said, I put you in that position so I could raise you up to show you off to those who did not believe in you. This is your time and season to shine, child. I'm telling you, God says all this time you've been feeling like you've been dry, you've been down in the dirt, you've been feeling, God is saying, I'm watering you. Because you are the seed that I want to watch grow. I'm watering you, and I am the sun. I am the sun that's rising you up to give you new strength. See, he gives you new joy every morning. He gives you new strength every morning. Every day is a new day for you. So understand that when this season begins to show up for you, when he shows up for you in this season, even you yourself are going to be so shocked how God changed and switched up everything for you. When I tell you all those circumstances from years before, God is turning around. He's turning it around for your good. He's turning it around because he knew that you needed him, and you stood there. You stood when everybody else fell. You stood on faith. You stood in the faith that God gave you. You didn't give up. You didn't stop. And he's saying that it's going to be different this time. It's going to be different than what it was before. Even though you have this anxiety of how everything is going to turn out, because things have happened for you before where things happened and you there were breakthroughs, and then there were changes to where you felt like, wow, I thought my breakthrough was going to stay here for, baby, this time is different. This time is different. This time you're walking out your salvation with grace and mercy beside you, grace and mercy with you, and things are different. And when things change on the behalf of the Lord, you got to understand nobody can change that. So everybody that counted you out and said you wasn't anything, they can't change you when God prospers you. They can't drag you down when God lifts you up. They can't pull you down when your angels are holding you up. Do you hear me? So get ready to see the blessings that the Lord has for you. There's something different about you. There's something different. This is why you've been mistreated and mishandled. This is why they didn't care about your suffering, because they seen where the end was for you. They saw that you were about to prosper. They say, oh, well, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it no more. I'm not worried about them. It was to the point that they became very envious and jealous of how they saw how your life was. Because I told y'all these folks be out here trying to get readings on you and looking into your life to see what's going on with you and where you're going to be. What is your destiny? That's what they want to know. See, they saw that you would be the child that God raises up, and this is why they left you out. They wanted to mistreat you and mishandle you because they felt like you thought you were better than them, and you wasn't even thinking about that. See, that wasn't even on your mind. See, that's how silly and foolish these people think. That's where their thoughts are. But you got to understand the way that you stood, the way that you're standing, you're still in the corner with God. You're still in his corner. And you never gave up on him. That's the reason why he wants to raise you up. This is why he's giving you this. He humbled you from, at one point, he had to humble you. See, we come from humble beginnings, but see, he's raising you up because he knows that you know and you ain't forgot where you came from. It's all about how you react and how you act when God puts you through a test. It's all about how you react and how you act when God puts you through a test, and baby, you passed with flying colors. Do you hear me? God is about to do you some blessings. He's about to do you some good, baby. Do you hear me? He's about to change lanes for you, baby. He's putting you in a different lane, and those folks got to stay in their lane. You got to understand that they always wanted to be where you were. That's why they put you to the side so they could take your place. But that's the thing about it. God is saying that he's changing lanes so that he could put you in a different position where they won't even know what they saw is not what it's actually going to be. He's switching it up. Type in the comments, God is switching it up. God is changing lanes so that you can be in your own lane. You already was in your own lane, but they was trying to take over, but he gonna let them have it. They can have it because what he's giving you is gonna be much better than what they thought they were taking from you. You got to understand that God is changing things for you, and it's about to get really real. It's about to get really real, so y'all better get ready, because look, arise and shine, because your light has come. It's here. You're the star, and he's getting ready to show you off. Get ready. Get ready. Listen now. Don't go nowhere. We got books, y'all. We got books for days. I got more in the box, okay? And my book is available, and I'm going to put the link in the description bar below. I'm gonna need you to go and get my book. Yes, we calling this the bestseller, okay? Because this is my main book right here, and I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and get that book so you can read it. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of stuff in this book that's gonna help you through your life of going through what you're going through, whatever you got going, your circumstance, the power of God to help you get through it. All of that is in this book, okay? It's gonna help you with what you're going through. All right, I will go ahead and end it here. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Let everybody know that your girl, what she is, she's still here, ain't going nowhere. You better know it. I love y'all so much. Give to the channel, Cashapp $TV, or Superthanks, which is the heart down below with the $sign in the middle. All right, do your thing, baby. Do your thing. Peace and blessings. Mwah.